2, 1. Welcome to The Sounding. We aim to provide sexual trauma survivors with a path to healing in order to tell their stories. Before we get started, we always let you know with a little disclaimer that we are not lawyers, doctors, therapists. We are just two people here having conversations about things that we care about, and we hope that you join in too. So thank you for being here. Today is an extra special episode, and I'll let Dina take it from here.
Okay. So first, we always like to ask that you subscribe. We just found out that we can't go live unless we have a certain number of subscribers. So subscribing also allows us to do more for you and opens up content and makes us more available. So subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, all of that is appreciated.
Yes. I love that plug.
So today, it is a special day because I am a published author and I'm pretty excited about it. It took quite a bit of work to get there, but it was very worth it. So I wrote a book about detoxing your body and health and alignment, and I am very excited about it just because I know it's going to help a lot of people.
Yes.
So, yes.
So we're going to kind of do a little interview style here, and I'm going to ask Dina some questions so we can learn more about her book, the process of it, and what we will gain from reading this book, which is so much, I already know. So what inspired you to write the book?
Well, I mean, I have clients and I work with people every day to help heal from chronic disease and discomfort. And I do a lot of different things, but one of the things that I talk about a lot is kidney filtration and fasting and eating fruit and getting an alkaline body because it's so important in the path of healing to make sure that you're cleaning out your vessel. And I found that no matter how much I said the same things over and over again, people just didn't hear it or would hear part of it but not all of it. And so I wasn't getting the results that I wanted with my clients as far as long-term healing effects. And so I just do a lot of meditation, and while I was meditating, this idea came to me, the name came to me, to alkaline your life. It came to me to do 3 different versions. So this one talks about the body. And then also, clearly I was told to make it simple because I don't know about you, but I have 100 self-help books on my bookshelf right now, and I don't read any of them, and I want to, but I think that they're daunting, and we like fast-paced things. So I just want to show people that this book, it came to me to do a children's book for adults. So it is filled with pictures, and it's so easy to read. And it really is about how to clean the system out. And it's just so much easier than we think that it is. So that's it. My inspiration is to help people feel better, because I think the better that we all feel, we're all one and we're connected. And so if you're here on this planet to help other people, and that's my gift, is to help through kidney filtration.
Love it. So where do you hope to see this book?
I mean, I'd like the idea of seeing it in maybe, holistic doctor's offices and, healing centers, sound healing centers, places where people go to align with themselves and learn more about themselves.
Yoga studios. Meditation
yes,
centers.
Absolutely. I'd love to see it more as a bestseller on Amazon. I mean, I want to see it in everybody's hands because I really think it's important information, and it's just not that hard to love your body.
It's not that hard to digest.
It's not. Right, exactly. And I see so much suffering, and needlessly. I ask my clients all the time, who do you know that's healthy? And most people either can't answer that at all, or they have a hard time answering that. And if the information that we were getting was true, then we would be a healthy society, and so we're not. And I think we're sold a lot of information that's just not true, that fruit is filled with sugar and it's dangerous, that we should drink gallons of water, that we need to eat high protein. Like, there's a lot of industries that make money off of these ideas and fallacies that we've been taught. I mean, in my truth that the body is hot, we're overheated, we're in flames, we're acidic, we are exposed to so much toxicity. And so you got to cool that down. And you cool it down with alkaline foods, with fruit, with fasting. And not just fasting from food, fasting from other things that create
toxic stress.
Yes, absolutely. Like the things that we watch on TV or the music that we listen to. It's really just creating a more gentle space for your human body. And, you know, cooling it down and watching, like, your urine should be dark and cloudy because our kidneys filter out the toxicity. This idea that we should have clear urine, it's not working for us. And if I'm wrong, then why don't we know about more healthy people? You know? I mean, that's it. So we don't have healthy people because people are consumed by food and not being able to stop and consumed by negative things. And so this is just simply a way to stop and heal your body and understand that we have viruses and bacteria and parasites and heavy metals and chemicals and all those things. And so we have a battlefield going on inside of our body, and you have to have the right armor. And so a lot of that is with what we consume.
Yeah. So what was your favorite part about the process of writing this book?
Well, I think in the beginning it kind of started because I was asked to do a health fair with one of my clients who had really good success because she listened to what I said. Listen, I'm not saying I know everything, but we all are experts in some sort of field, and this happens to be mine. She did what I told her.
You've done a lot of this work.
And I've done it myself.
A long time.
Yes,
Not
absolutely.
just 10 years in.
Right, 20 years in now. And I just did a 28-day fruit fast, and I feel amazing. You know, every time I fast, I feel amazing, and I know what it does to the body. So it started out as a fair, and then, like, I had to put some material together, and then the woman that I did the fair with was like, hey, I'd love to work with you. And she was an artist, and all of a sudden I just got this brilliant idea, like we're supposed to create something. So it really just started out with a PowerPoint slideshow, and then from there meditation created it. And so Tracy, she is the illustrator, and this is one of my favorite pages, which talks about the kidney filtration and the importance of having dark pee. But her and I really had so much fun, like, coming up with these characters and the fruit with the faces, and I really love
it's so cute.
It's
seriously.
So cute. It
like,
really
and
is.
cute as in I want to read it,
Okay.
not cute as in for kids. This is like,
yes,
it looks fun, and I want to learn about what's in here.
Yeah, so I mean, it just was fun and easy to go through, and you know, I think
That's awesome.
the first part is like why alkaline your body. So this is just the first part that says your body was designed to feel comfort and ease, and the systems in your body are fine-tuned to heal and repair when the cellular structure of your body is compromised due to a poor internal environment. You will begin to feel disease and discomfort. So it just says, like, are you too acidic? And then signs of an acidic body. So low energy, unstable moods, skin concerns, body suffering, bloating, inflammation, dissatisfaction with life, disease and discomfort. So most of us are simply just chronically dehydrated, and there's no amount of water that can get you to that level of hydration that you need on a cellular level. So the ease with how it came out was fun. There were a lot of challenges, but then, you know, I didn't know how I was going to publish it, and then I met a publisher through your case.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay,
Yeah.
all of this stuff
Divine alignment.
it's divine alignment. So that's part of it. So now I'm working on the mind part, because as we know, healing is mind, body, and soul. So now I'm just going to take the information that I use to heal, and that's really a lot of what this is. I mean,
Yeah.
I went on a 90-day fruit fast lost 60 pounds. This was after I lived in a black mold house. All my fibromyalgia symptoms went away, and I felt incredible. And I realized that, like, fruit is the fountain of youth and the holy grail. And that doesn't mean that you don't enjoy other things. I'm no purist, and I think that there is soul food. You know, I'm not judgmental. I let people hold their own space.
The way I interpret it is so Hippocrates said, let thy food be thy medicine, and you really trust fruit a lot as a medicine and use it medicinally.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I tell people when they say, well, I can't eat fruit, or just think of it as medicine. Like, you don't want to be taking pills all the time. This stuff creates long-term suffering. I mean, we're now in a state where we're taking pills to combat the other pills, and these pharmaceutical companies and doctors are no longer looking at, or never were looking at, the root of the problem. So people come with these names, these diagnoses, and I always say, what's the root though? And people say, I don't know. Well, did you ask your doctor? They don't know. We're not taught the root. Everything has a root cause. So the root is usually a virus, bacteria, parasite, an invader, either internally or externally. The solution is to fight back. And fighting back is creating a strong immune system, and fruit is part of that. I mean, no matter what your belief system is, we were put on an earth where God or our Creator gave us fruit. We had fruit trees. It was that simple. And really, they require nothing to grow other than just being. However, they were chopped down, and now you have to buy your fruit. But we had what we needed.
And there's laws around picking fruit.
There are. It's insane. Like, can you imagine if we just had fruit trees? Kids love fruit. And then we teach them to not eat it because it has sugar in it. No, a Snickers bar has sugar in it. McDonald's has sugar in it. Fruit does not have sugar. It has fructose and glucose. That's where our brain thrives. So I promise you, if you love yourself, look up this book on Amazon.
I was just going to ask, where can we find your
book?
We
can find it on Amazon.
Where can we buy your book
Amazon.
And support more of your work? Because we want the next 2 books to come out.
I'm excited. I started, like I said, working on the other one. So Alkaline Your Life, actually, when it was released, it was the top new book in fibromyalgia and chronic pain. So that was exciting.
Excellent.
Because I know it'll help people with that. So it's just...
Where can we find it?
Oh, on Amazon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Amazon. Alkaline Your Life. And alkaline is spelled different because it is about alkalining, as in changing your pH, but also aligning with your life. So, alignment, obviously, we talk about that a lot, is the way to, in my opinion, your journey to joy and wellness, which I love to talk about. So, So I would be honored for people to buy the book. There's also a Kindle version, so you can get it online. I do have my own Instagram now for Alkaline Your Life, where I started doing some videos on my
I love it. Keep sharing those. Those are cool.
So,
I'm curious to see more.
Right. So, and I just, fasting, they talk about it in the Bible. They talk about it in Buddhism. I mean, there's really no spiritual practice where fasting is not encouraged. It's the closest way to go within and really quiet your mind, because it's amazing.
About purification.
It is. And when you start fasting, you realize we think about food a lot, and we spend a lot of time digesting food. I mean, it takes 3 days to get rid of certain things, maybe even longer. Some things can be in there for years. And so when you hear this noise and this rumbling, we're taught to feed that. And I always tell people, no, that's digestion. We're feeding digestion. So we're always digesting. And if you're always digesting, then your body, you're never resting. That's perfect. Right. Your body doesn't have time to do other things. So that's why we're chronically overweight, overtired.
You need to be able to recover.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah. So if you want to heal yourself, and if you want to enjoy wellness, I highly suggest you purchase this book. It's I really do feel like it didn't come from me. It came from a higher power, and I'm proud of it, and I love it. So that's my spiel.
Excellent.
Yes.
Awesome.
So my healing practice for this, since we like to do one, is to try a fast. Like, I encourage people to try a 72-hour fast. And in the book, there's actually a place where I have little journal pages for accountability and exactly what to follow for 72 hours. So also I want to say briefly that when you do a fast, it resets your dopamine receptors. And your dopamine receptors are the things that make you crave things. So crave certain foods, crave cigarettes or alcohol or street drugs or whatever the case might be. And so when you reset your dopamine receptors after a 72-hour fast, you can decide what things you get excited about.
Right. So I was about to say, it's like resetting your joy.
It is, absolutely. So 72 hours is a great start. Please check to make sure your kidneys are filtering. That's discussed in this book as well. It's such an important part of healing. So you gotta have stuff coming or leaving the body for sure. Yeah. So like, subscribe, and when one
comment.
Yes, comment. Because when survivors speak,
the silence ends.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.